it is not required of me to make your plate, right? Like, I am not your mom. I'm not required to clean up after you. I'm not required to cook for you. I'm not required to do anything for you, right? Because you did not come out of me. I'm not your mom. As a man, as a person, as a human being, you should have been taught life skills to be self-sufficient. It's not a requirement for me to take care of you. If I want to do something out of the kindness of my heart, that's on me. If I do not want to do it, I'm not doing it. How about you make my plate? How about I cooked? Why don't you say to me, babe, why don't you go sit down? I'm going to make your plate. How much would you like?
They completely skipped over the fact that you just cooked for them. Right. They don't give a fuck.
So I was scrolling down Twitter and I saw this on my feed, and this is literally a classic case of toxic feminism, right? You got the white feminist, clearly. She's like of some probably Italian descent, right? Unruly, ornery bitch. And then you got the dumb black girl. She's sitting there absorbing all the shit like a fucking sponge. Now, let me just point out a few things that's wrong with what this woman was saying. If you're an unruly bitch, an ornery bitch, and you don't want to be a kept woman, well, this all works for you. And the only thing you gonna have is niggas flopping up and down on you, fucking you. And probably fucking you for years on end, not committing, right? Nigga been your boyfriend for 7 years, you dumb bitch. What's wrong with this is, this bitch actually pointed out that if you are a self-sufficient man, you should be able to make your own food, or blase skippy. Yeah, I didn't know when you're in a relationship, you're about self. It's a relationship. You're supposed to be relating, not being self-sufficient, or in her case, selfish. This is what's wrong with these dumb bitches. Now, if a nigga is asking you to do all that shit and y'all just dating, you live in two different environments, right? He got his own spot, you got your own spot. That's a bit much. But if it's a loving relationship, if he hits you off with a couple dollars, or he takes you out, or he does vacations with you, or in hood rat language, he does vacations with you, like, why the fuck would you not want to do that, bitch? Like, this is what these hoes are selfish nowadays. And then they want to know where all the good men are. Staying the fuck away from you dumb bitches. Because if you're in a relationship, or you're in a marriage, like, you should want to clean the house. Not necessarily clean up after him, but you want to have a clean, humble abode, right? You want to have a clean palace. No man wants to come to work, or come from work to home, and come to a dirty ass house. I mean, fuck him, bitch. You shouldn't want to come to a dirty ass house. But we know how some of these hoes live. They don't mind coming to a dirty ass house. I've been to a few bitches' house in my lifetime. Hoes was fine as fuck. They get home and take off their bra, throw their shirt on the floor, kick their shoes anywhere in the fucking room. Like, these hoes weren't the most well-kept motherfuckers to begin with. So it makes sense that hoes don't want to clean and don't want to have a clean environment, because they're not clean women. Never mind that, these bitches got fucked up pH balances most of the time. But this dumb bitch goes to talk about the black chicks really got under my skin, right? I can kind of accept this shit from dumb white bitches, because they can kick all that shit, but we know that's not how it's going down in the household, so they can stop the fraud. But with these black chicks, they be really believing this shit, and you can see the black chick was looking, and she was observing and listening very attentively, because the bitch was going to go back and execute this shit flawed to her relationship, because these hoes didn't even think about the shit they were saying. The black chick proceeds to go to say that they don't even consider that you cook the food. Well, if you're in a committed relationship, you live together, or you're married, he probably bought the fucking food. So at the very least, bitch, you can cook it. He probably gave you money to buy it. The only reason you're cooking it is because your little scratch that you make at your job ain't enough. And we know how these hoes love complaining about not getting food stamps. So, like, bitch, you're not even buying the food. Now, if you're in a relationship where y'all live separately, that's one thing. In that case, I don't know too many dudes that, like, complain about, like, they bitch not cooking at their house. Like, it ain't his house, so... I mean, but it'd be nice though. I've fucked around with a few women and dated some women. I go to their house, bitch ain't never got no food, and shit ain't never cooked. Like how the fuck do you expect me to even perform on an empty stomach? It's beyond me. But you know, these hoes like being silly. They stupid. So you know, like my pops say, you keep doing what you're doing, you gonna keep getting what you're getting. You hoes ain't doing shit. You're not gonna get shit. So you can please stop complaining about there being a lack of good men, or no men around, or no men for you. Bitch, you're not a woman for any man. You know, you need to take some more home ec classes, ho. But yeah, I did want to address this shit, because I was like sitting here and I was like, wow, I was blown away. I was floored, because I'm like, it's a white dyke, clearly, and a black chick that's listening to this bullshit, right? And the white woman don't even, she's not going by none of this shit. She's not living by none of this shit. She kicking shit because it sounds sweet in the public. We know that this is not how it's going down in this bitch household, right? I don't think the white woman is married. She looks like a nymphomaniac, lonely bitch. So she probably just getting fucked on. And from the looks of it, the way she sounds, she's probably from up north somewhere. Bitch is Italian. She just be letting the brothers slither out, skeeting on her and dipping. Like, she's not to be taken serious. But this black chick, black women, if you out there, you listen to the sound of my voice, this is not the way to go. This is going to lead you up Shit's Creek.
No.